Good morning, elephants. Good afternoon, dinos. It's story time. This story is called Grow, Flower, Grow. I mean, we've been talking about how plants grow all week, right? Let's look at the title. Where's the title? Title's up here, right? We need to know the parts of a book, right? That's the title. This is the front of the book, right? That's the back of the book. This one doesn't have a jacket. It's a paperback, right? So it kind of has a spine. Every book has a spine, right? That's what keeps the book together. So this book is written by Lisa Bruce. Lisa is the author. What does an author do in a story? Writes the words. And the illustrator is Rosalind Beardshaw. And she did what? She painted the pictures, and they are beautiful pictures. I want you to really pay attention to them. So let's look on the cover, and maybe from the cover we can start thinking about what this book might be about, okay? And from the title. What do you see on the cover? A little girl, a little doggy, and a beautiful flower. Okay, so we can always tell most of the time by looking at the cover, we can start making assumptions about what we think. We can predict what this story might be about, right? And we know who are the characters. Who are the characters in the story? How do we know who they are so far? So far, we know there's a little girl and a doggy, right? Just by looking at the picture. Okay, beautiful illustrations. Okay. One day, Fran found a flower pot filled with soil. Poking out of the top was a tiny green tip. "I will grow this flower," Fran said to Fred. So who do you think is Fran? Which character is Fran? The little girl. And which character is Fred? The doggy. And here we have a seedling just starting to grow. She took it home. "Grow, flower," she said, but the tip stayed tiny. She's telling the flower to grow, but what does she have to do for the flower? Do you know? What do you think? I think this flower is hungry. So Fran went to the fridge. Inside she found some of her favorite food. She gave the flower a slice of pizza. The next day, Fran gave it a piece of cheeseburger. I like pizza and cheeseburger, do you? Do you think it's a good food for a plant? Those are good foods for plants. Then she gave it spaghetti, 2 chocolate chip cookies, and a large spoonful of strawberry ice cream. That's my favorite. Do you think it's the plant's favorite food? What is she giving it now? She even gave it one of Fred's juicy bones. Dogs like bones. But the flower didn't grow. The tip stayed tiny, and Fran got fed up. "Silly flower," Fran said, and she threw it out the back door. Oh, she's getting fed up. She's getting frustrated. I get frustrated sometimes. Do you? Yeah. The flower pot fell onto the ground and rolled away. The rain fell on it. The wind blew on it. Lots of air around that flower. Carbon dioxide, right? And the sun shone on the plant. Do you have a prediction of what you think is going to happen next? Are these good foods for plants? What's happening? Finally, the tiny green tip grew and grew and grew until one day Fran and Fred went outside to play. When they opened the door, a surprise was waiting. What do you think the surprise is? A big, beautiful flower just for Fran and Fred. Do you see what happened in that story, right? Hey, in the beginning of the story, what happened? Well, one of the characters, Fran, found a pot with a tiny little seedling in it, right? So what did she decide to do? She decided to bring it in the house and grow it. So what did she give it? She knew that it was what? Hungry. What did she try to feed the plant? Pizza? Cheeseburgers? Bones? Is that what a plant needs to grow? We know. We've been learning about it all week. We know that's not true. Did the plant grow? So what was the problem? What was the problem in the story? The plant couldn't grow. It needed different things than that. So what did the plant need to grow? It needed water, it needed air, it needed sunlight, right? And once it got all that, what happened? A big, beautiful flower grew. Okay, guys, so I want you to just get outside and start looking for flowers in your backyard and investigate them. And if you find a wish flower, a dandelion, make a wish for me, okay? Happy Friday. See you later.